Hi everybody, this is Haley from MightyMolds.com, and today we are testing our newest prototype, a tall and skinny loaf mold. In this video we are going to show you the entire process from assembling your Mighty Mold to pouring your soap. As I go ahead and assemble this mold, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the mold and how it came about. This mold is actually a contest winner from soapmakingforum.com. We ran a contest where people could vote for their favorite mold design, and this is one of the winners. So we are going to test this design, make sure it works, and then as soon as we are confident it's going to perform, we will send one out to the winner. Now, one of the most interesting parts of this mold, and if you were at SoapCon, you were able to see this for yourself, but we have actually inset solid plates into the exterior walls of this mold. So as you watch me fill these cavities with soap, pay attention to the exterior wall, and you will see that it does not bow or lose its shape in any way. And this is going to be the first soap we're going to use. This is hemp seed oil and some activated charcoal. And then we are also going to use some more hemp seed oil and just some mica to color it. And this is actually some scrap soap that we had laying around from a previous pour, and we're just going to go ahead and use this. It's probably only going to be about half of the loaf, but that's okay. We just wanted to use this up. We are actually going to do a cool little swirl on this loaf. So after I get done pouring the black, I'm going to let this sit for several minutes. You're going to see a skin develop on the red, and I'm going to have to kind of peel that away, and I'm going to have to manipulate it quite a bit to not have it sink into the loaf. But I did want to try to get as much soap into this as possible. So you'll see what I'm talking about here in a second when I start pouring this red. And that's got a pretty significant skin on it, and I'm going to be really careful to try not to get it into the soap, but I also want to get as much soap out of that as possible. So I do skirt the line pretty closely here. And alright, we've got our loaf poured, so now I'm going to go ahead and do this swirl, and I'm going to apologize for my elbow covering up the camera there. And this is a very simple swirl. All I'm doing is putting the stick into the center of the loaf, dragging it to the corner, and then doing that for each corner. And then at the end you'll see me do a swirl around just to give it a little bit more of a swirl inside of the loaf. Alright, so we've got our first loaf poured, and now I'm going to go ahead and get the second one started. We're going to use goat's milk base for this one, and we're going to go all the way to the top on this one and show you guys exactly how well that wall holds up. I think already you would have already been seeing some bowing if this had been a traditional silicone mold without the inset wall. And as you can see, it just stays right there. And now I'm going to actually add some hemp seed oil to this loaf. I'm going to do a very similar swirl except for the very last part. And I can't be 100% sure of this, but I think it is the difference in the fats of these bases that causes this particular effect. But if you look how I pour this into here, and how I swirl, there really isn't any way it should turn out the way it does. But I'll go ahead and let you guys see what I do, and I'll apologize in advance again for my elbow. And now would be a very good time to bring up, if you do any kind of swirling or manipulating goat's milk melt and pour base, it is going to act a lot differently than other bases. The skin that it develops a lot faster and a lot thicker than other bases. So if you're going to swirl or do anything with goat's milk, just keep that in mind. Alright, so we've got both of our loaves poured and swirled, and now we just need to give them a little bit of time to set up, and we'll be back to unmold them shortly. Alright, our soap is formed, and now we're just going to pop them out of this mold, give them a slice, and see how the bars turned out. I'm going to begin on the side of the mold to release the sides, and then once the sides are fairly released, I'm going to flip it over, and we'll release from the bottom, just like so. Now that one side is off, the loaf comes out quite easily. We just pop that right on out, and we'll get to work on the middle layer, the multiplier piece. That's going to pop out just as easy, and we'll get the final loaf out without any hassle at all. Alright, so our loaves are unmolded, and now all we need to do is grab a knife and get to cut. Alright, we'll go ahead and cut this black loaf first. And as you can see, we get a really nice swirl on the inside of this loaf. And what's interesting is when we look at this swirl and how we did it, and then we look at this next loaf and how similar of a swirl it was, you're going to see a drastically different result. And this was our tall and skinny loaf mold. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, please feel free to contact us at MightyMolds.com or Facebook.com/MightyMolds.